Hey, good evening and welcome to Courageous Woman Magazine Live. And I am your host, Dr. Talisha Berry. Courageous Woman Magazine is an inspirational publication that highlights extraordinary women in business and entertainment. And Courageous Woman Live is the live version of the magazine. Tonight, we are thrilled to bring to you the final panel of our Women's History Month series. It has been phenomenal. Tonight's topic, our theme is Stronger Together, the power of women supporting women in business. Women are powerful forces in business, leadership, and innovation, but our greatest strength comes from when we lift each other up. Tonight, we'll dive into the importance of collaboration, mentorship, and creating opportunities for one another. Our incredible panelists will share their journeys, challenges, and insights on how we thrive together. Plus, we'll be honoring remarkable women with the Global Women Trailblazers Awards. Woo! That has been so much fun. I absolutely love giving awards. It just kind of reminds us or honors women who are out there doing the work. So we want to hear from you. You can drop your thoughts in the chat, ask questions, and engage with us as we celebrate the unstoppable power of women supporting women. So let me introduce to you my co-host, my sister doctor, Dr. Laquita Munley. I think you
Hello.
are.
I
Okay.
was muted. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Talisha, for allowing me to come back in and run my mouth a little bit more with the beautiful people of God. I'm happy to be here and excited to find out who the winner is on this evening.
Yes, I'm super excited about that. I've been knowing for the last couple of days, and everybody's calling me, "Oh, who won?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you." You'll find out on Monday. Normally, our show is on Tuesday nights, but we're here on Monday night because it's the last day of March,
Mm.
Women's History Month, and so we wanted to make sure we stayed in alignment with Women's History Month because we got a whole nother thing going on for April. So we will make sure that we stay in within March.
All
So,
right. All right.
Dr.
Uh,
Laquita,
uh,
tell us a little bit about what you do. And I know you and I have collaborated. We've worked together many occasions. So I want to, talk a little bit about what tonight's theme is and how it relates to you and what you do.
So thanks for that, Dr. Talisha, because I wouldn't be a published author or Amazon #1 best-selling author if it wasn't for being working with you. So, praise God for your life. I'm so thankful for for sure. I am forever grateful. But just for me, I am an international speaker, minister of the gospel. I'm a wife, a mom, five amazing adult children, and nine beautiful little grandbabies. And those things for sure are the most important and bring the greatest deal of value to my life. But as an international speaker, top rated podcast host, top 2.5% of my genre, and a network owner, I own the Purpose Place Network, which allows Christian content creators to grow in their craft and give them the opportunity to learn more about visibility, branding, and putting their content out on a more global scale. And so those are the things that I'm concentrating on. And I'm able to do those things through powerful collaborative partnership with other amazing business owners and entrepreneurs. And that's what we're talking about tonight because the power is in collaboration, knowing when to collaborate, knowing when not to collaborate, knowing who to collaborate with. All of those things we'll dive into more tonight. So listen, you guys that are just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. Hit those like, share, subscribe buttons, ring those notification bells because you don't want to miss. And if any of the ladies who were in the running for this award, you want to make sure you get that out because you don't know if it's you. And if it is the lucky you, you'll be joining us tonight on the stage. So get ready, get ready, Get
Get
ready.
ready. Yes, yes. So if you are here and you voted for someone, make sure they are here listening because nobody knows who the winner is. We are going to share who the winner is. And in fact, everybody that is part of this promotion, all the women are trailblazers. So everybody gets a certificate tonight. So they're all amazing women, but there's three top awards, and those women will be on the show tonight. So the winner is we don't know yet. So we'll be sharing that a little. I'm super excited about that as well. So you make sure that you're here and that you have the information because if your name is called, you will have a couple of minutes to log on and accept your award. So make sure that you have that. You're watching your email because you're going to get, as soon as it is announced, you will get an email telling you or giving you the link to log on. So I don't know why we're here like this. Can you pull us back to the screen? All right. Thank you for that. You're the tech sister. I need.
Listen, listen, I had a whole fat finger moment. I was like, wait, what happened? I thought you were about to bring somebody up.
Okay. Well, hey, we're about to bring our first phenomenal woman here who is on the panel. She is also our speaker. She's going to share some tips. She is actually on our digital cover tonight. She is Mildred J. Mills. She is an award winning best selling author, podcaster, and public speaker. She's a master storyteller whose faith over fear message inspires audiences to heal, grow, and embrace their truth. Mildred's mission is to empower others to overcome fear, unlock their voices, and share their stories with the world. Please welcome Miss Mildred J. Mills.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
I am well. How are you guys?
Blessed could not be better, but you know what? I can't wait to hear some of the gems that you were about to release to the audience tonight. I always like to tell people get something to write with and something to write on. So because pen and paper don't forget, and you
Can you
guys want to
bring
make
us
No.
sure
that?
you're getting those gems tonight.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So
All right. So you can go ahead and talk with her a little bit.
yeah. So tonight, Miss Mildred, because of your faith over fear, that is your big message. Um,
It is.
is faith over fear. What and it inspires so many people. How can women use faith and resilience to lift up their business?
When I talk about faith over fear, it's more than a mantra. It's a
Mm.
movement rooted in lived experience. And I've walked through storms with nothing but faith as my umbrella. Sometimes I've had to silence that fear when it screamed louder than my confidence. And I've learned that faith isn't just a feeling, it's fuel. It powers us to step into rooms where we feel unqualified to speak up when silence feels safer and to keep going when quitting looks like the easier option. But as a young woman, from the time I entered corporate America, I always had a mentor. And that mentor was always a woman like 20 some years older than I was. And today I am so excited to be a mentor for young women. And I can't wait there are so many young women who ask me, well, how did you get to where you are today? And I always say, well, first of all, it takes hard work. And in the world of business, especially as women, we often carry those invisible weights like expectations, comparisons, doubts. There's a pressure to be perfect, but we can't be perfect. I know that I'm not going to be perfect, but I do believe in excellence. So I work my backside off to make sure that I turn in my best every day. I get up expecting to do something amazing, and to succeed without showing struggle is not that easy. But Somehow I managed to do that. But the truth is, real power is found in our authenticity. People can tell when you're putting on. Faith, faith allows us to stand firm even when the foundation feels shaky. So when you step onto that stage, young women, old women, all of us, when you step onto that stage, even if your arms are shaking and you're like right now, my belly is kind of quivery, but I'm standing here with a voice that says, I am not fearful. I am not fearful at all. I have faith that if God brought me to it, He will take me through it. Um, so, resilience gives us that ability to rise after every fall, to reframe failure as feedback, and to press forward when doors are slammed in our faces. I've lived long enough to have a few doors slammed in my face, but you know what? I am not going to let a slammed door stop me from getting what God has in store for me. Over the years, I've seen firsthand how faith can be a business strategy. I've seen it encourages bold decisions. You know, I remember not so long ago, I am the author of a book, Daddy's House, a daughter's memoir of setbacks, triumphs, and rising above her roots. And once I published that book, I had to figure out how to get it marketed. So I remember being in this church. I met a preacher for the first time, and I kept saying, I'm going to be a motivational speaker. I had been saying that to myself after I wrote this book. And I walked up to that guy. I'd never met him before, and I thought it was the most interesting thing. I said, I've written my memoir. I'd like to gift you a copy. So the guy looks at the cover and he says, Daddy's House. Would you? I'd like for you to be my Father's Day speaker. And this was March, and I thought, are you kidding me? I'd never ever thought about being anybody's Father's Day speaker, but you know, sometimes you just have to be bold. You can't be fearful of making bold moves. But anyway, faith encourages those bold decisions, even when the outcomes aren't guaranteed. I never knew this man could have told me to get lost, but I was bold enough to step right up and ask for what I wanted. It also allows us to lead with integrity and compassion, qualities that build lasting impact. And resilience ensures that no matter how tough the climb, we stay the course. But perhaps even more powerful is what happens when we bring our faith and resilience into community. When women support women, I mean truly support each other, we create more than networks. We create sisterhoods. We um, we create sisterhoods. In my journey, I've leaned on women who prayed with me, who reminded me of my worth, who challenged me to dream bigger. And I tell you what, you haven't been challenged until you've been challenged by a woman, and especially a Black woman. Those older Black women, well, I'm an older Black woman now, but to actually have an older Black woman challenge you, you have really been challenged. And I tell you, as I left home as a young girl, the last thing my mother said to me was, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And she said, do the best you can with what you have. And I have lived with that every day of my life. And I tell you, I, uh, I just get chills thinking about my mother standing there in the dark telling me these things that I still live by today. And I don't know how I could have survived without the help of women, especially Black women, those older Black women.
Awesome. Well, we thank you so much. I appreciate you. I mean, Courageous Woman is built on the strength of women, the women that supported me through a troubled time, and the reason why I even started Courageous Woman. So, yes, I definitely can relate to that, what you're saying about, and definitely the wisdom. My grandmother definitely, she dropped a word on me many times, so that I can never forget. So that is definitely appreciated.
Absolutely. I love,
Well,
I identify that there's nothing like being challenged by another Black woman or an older Black woman,
Mhm.
because they have the ability to see your potential, to see who you are, not where you're at. But that challenge is to rise up to be who you are. And it's like life giving. And so many times I find myself telling women, don't back down from women who challenge you, especially sisters, because they're trying to get you to where you want to go. They're trying to get you to some places you ain't never thought of before because they see it in you. So yeah, I definitely resonate with that statement.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for being
You
here,
know,
Mildred.
it's so interesting. At 18 years old,
Oh, did we lose song?
No, I think there's a delay between us and
no,
Miss
I'm
Mildred.
here.
You okay?
I just, there is.
Oh, we
Okay.
often have that delay because we're
Yeah.
in different time zones. All of us are in different time zones, and something's going on there. We have these delays, but I don't. Thank you so much for being here and being part of our Women's History Month panel and being on the cover of our digital cover of Courageous Woman magazine this month.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go to our next guest.
Yes, Miss Mildred has some amazing, just so many amazing things like reframe failure as feedback. I love that.
Yes.
And faith encourages bold decisions, and faith allows us to lead with integrity and compassion. Like those are so on point.
Mhm,
So on point. Yeah.
mhm. And she was told to use what you have. Make the
Yes.
most of it. And absolutely,
Yes.
yes, that's one of the things I speak about because I started Courageous Woman with $30. So I encourage women to start where you are, use what you have. I could have just said,
Yes.
you know what, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait
Mm-hmm.
till I get this thing in order, and that may have never come. But I
Yeah.
started. So
Yeah. Absolutely. So who we got next, Miss Talisha?
we have Marline C. Duroseau. She is a CFO, resilience expert, and fertility coach dedicated to helping ambitious women navigate the challenges of leadership, life, and infertility
Mm.
without sacrificing their well being. Through coaching, corporate workshops, and her book, I'll, It'll Happen by 30, she empowers women to set boundaries, rebuild confidence, and thrive in all aspects of life. Welcome, Miss Marlene.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for having me. I'm truly, truly delighted to be here.
We
thank
are excited to have you here.
yes,
Absolutely excited to have you here. So, I got a question. I
Yes.
got several questions, but I'm gonna try to keep it to one.
Okay.
So, as a resiliency expert, what role does community and collaboration play in helping women thrive in leadership and business?
Okay, that's fantastic, actually. Community and collaboration. I have
Wh-
uh-oh.
We can interchange the word community
Mhm.
with everything as it relates to women.
Mhm.
Because when you're a leader, your community is synonymous with your team, right? Because
Mhm.
who are you leading? You're not leading yourself to a certain extent. Because if you hold a leadership or an executive role, you have people that work with you. So that's your community. Oftentimes, too, community can also be interchanged with business, for instance, because community would be your customers, your clients, your potential clients, people that look to you for whatever help or services that they need for themselves. So, all of that to say, community is very, very important and it's pivotal for women to be able to work together and even find success. Oftentimes when I host my workshops or in-person events, it's the community, whether it's the youth women, the adult women, the people in the particular industry that I'm working with that comes out and support us. And when you have that community of people around you, it kind of gives you that sense of belonging. And no matter what, we always try to work on building our confidence, setting boundaries, trying to make sure that we understand what's best for us. But the overarching goal for women and leadership and community and collaboration is being able to work alongside and with one another. So whenever a community of people gather, I feel like that's the, the essence of who we are. Because even when you think back to your childhood and the neighborhood that you grew up with, or grew up in, the people you grew up with, that was your community at the time. So whenever you're doing anything and it's surrounded with them, you have to take them into account. How will this best benefit this community of people? So I feel that it's one of those things that in order to thrive in leadership and in business, you have to have a solid community around you, because without the community, you don't have anything, so to speak. And it's really important to give credence and value to the people that make up your community, because the other thing that's important about that and giving credence and value to them is that you want good people in your community, because sometimes we are surrounded by what I call just a bunch of noise, right? So do you want a noisy community, or do you want a community that brings value and substance, a community that will call you out if you need to be called out, a community that will help you be more innovative, a community that will help you think outside the box, a community that will help you be able to, go and meet and interact with other communities to make an even bigger impact. And that's where collaboration comes in your community of people, right? In this case, we're celebrating International Women's Month, and we're talking about women in particular. But in your community of women, it's one of those things where from your community, these valuable people that you're around, they're the ones that allow you to make that impact, because this person knows this person who knows that person, that will then allow each other to be able to make a bigger impact. And I have to tell you, that's just been so significant, because oftentimes you find yourself in a room of people and you're trying to tell yourself, man, how am I going to touch each person? How am I going to follow up with each person? Or how am I going to connect the people that need to be connected? Absolutely not. Your community will do that for you. So as a woman that's in leadership and in business, collaboration is key. And in order to have effective collaboration and meaningful collaboration, you need your community. We're nothing without our community. Hopefully that answers your question a little bit.
Oh my, yes.
Yes. Yes.
It makes me want to ask you more questions. So stay tuned for the panel, you guys, because
Absolutely. Absolutely.
great
Thank you.
conversation. Yes, you are so welcome. These are the types of conversations, Miss Talisha, that we need, that we
Absolutely.
absolutely need. Listen, courageous woman live family, get on these social media streets, your favorite platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Let's hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons and get this live broadcast, because we're a community, right? And we're a community that loves to collaborate with one another. Get this stream out to as many people as possible, because both Miss Mildred and Miss Marline have dropped some amazing gems that you can easily implement in your life and in your business to grow. So, Miss Marline, thank you so much for coming and blessing us on this evening. Miss Talisha, I know we got somebody else coming up next. Miss Marline, we're going to bring you down and bring you back at the panel time. We have next Miss Diana. Miss Diana, well, we bringing Miss Diana up. I can't wait to hear from. I love this picture. I love this picture. It just made me smile when I saw it. But Miss Diana is also known as the body shrink coach. And she is on a mission to help women over 40 lose weight, balance hormones, and reclaim their confidence naturally through personalized meal plans, mindset coaching, and accountability. She empowers women to transform their bodies and their lives. Miss Diana believes that when women feel good in their body, she will also thrive in her business, her relationships, and beyond. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stage, Miss Diana. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you for having me. Uh, okay, you can see me now. Okay, awesome.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for having
Wonderful. It is so good to have you here. Now, I strategically did not want to mess up your last name. So take a minute
me. Okay.
and I want to introduce yourself, but let me know how to pronounce your name properly.
It's Diana Oteghile.
Diana. So I was just messing up the first one too. Diana Oteghile.
Yes.
Did I get close?
Yes, you are close.
Oh, all right. I feel good. Listen, Miss Diana, what you do is simply amazing and,
Thank you.
and empowering. And I couldn't agree with you more that when we look good, it does change the way that we feel about everything. When we feel good about ourselves, our businesses, our relationships, and so much more. And so I can't wait to hear how you are making bold strides in your area of genius as the body shrink coach in order to help women. And so, as you're helping women, you help them reclaim confidence through wellness. How does feeling good physically impact how you show up for in your business and for others?
First of all, I believe in mindset. The mindset is the very first thing. Mindset, then faith. I get up every morning and I say, I'm doing this for myself. Not for anybody else, but for myself. I'm doing it for my kids to make sure I have a longer life and I live for them. And it gives me the energy to get up. No matter how down I feel or how weak I feel, it gives me that energy to get up, and I get up, right? Then I have what I call walking with God. Getting up, and even though I'm tired, but I just push and say, God, if you give me the strength to walk for 5 more minutes, that would be great. And I ask God to give me the strength for 5 more minutes, but I do 10 or even 30 more minutes. And I realize by the time walking with God and praising Him, at the end of the day, everything feels good. I feel happy. My mood is lighter, better, and all that kind of stuff, right? And I'm like, yes, I need to be in the right mindset to help other people. If I'm not in the right mindset, I can't help other people. So it helps me start my day. Then I meet people and I tell them my story. Did you know that I used to be obese? I tell them I used to be obese, high blood pressure, heart attacks. I was having many heart attacks I didn't even know. And the doctor told me that if you want to live this the next 6 months, you have to do something about it right now, right? And I said, wow, that's crazy. So I'll just move this closer a little bit to myself. And I said, that's crazy. And I went home and I cried, right? I cried for a little bit. And I said, I want to live for my kids, right? I don't want to have to stay and just give up and say, yes, you know what? I'm just going to listen to what the doctor said to me and, that's it. No, I got up and I said, I got to do something about it. And all I started to do was walking, telling people who care to know, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking walks and I'm praying to God. And that helped me starting my journey. And every day that I go out and I take pictures, I meet people, they say, oh, you look so good and everything. I'm like, listen, I didn't always used to look this way. I was really, really big with a whole bunch of health problems that I thought I even thought that I was going to go. But my faith, right, and my determination allowed me to overcome all the negativity and what the world was throwing at me. As women, we are wives, we are mothers, we are sisters, babysitters, diaper changers, we are everything. We always give, and give 1,000% to everybody else but ourselves. And my movement, helping women with their mental health and wellness, was you need to take out time for you. You need to say yes to yourself. Take a nap, right? Go get your hair done. Go get a body massage. Go to the gym. Do something for yourself. And when you do that, it helps refresh your mind, your body, your soul. You feel better. You feel in a lighter space. And that helps you to keep going on. We want to be here for those who matter to us the most, right? So why don't you take care of yourself first? If you take care of yourself first, then only can you be here longer for those who matter to you the most. And that is the movement that I tell women, especially this Women's History Month. We keep telling women, you're not selfish. You say no to everybody else. No, you're not selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Say yes to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way forward. I've spoken to women who are suffering from all kinds of diseases and health problems. And I tell them, listen, if I could overcome my health problems, overcome heart attacks, high blood pressure, pre-diabetic, deep brain thrombosis, and a whole bunch of cancer scares and everything by just changing my mindset, then eating right, working out, the world would be a better place. I have lost over 100 pounds. I'm not where I want to be yet. I keep going. People
Wow.
say, no, you look good, stop. No, I have to keep going. I'm keep going for myself to make myself happy and for others who are looking up to me. I went from being obese to the runway, like literally.
Yes, you are
From
a
obese,
queen.
I know queen, yes. From being obese, I became a motivational speaker. I became a fitness coach. I became an author. I found myself in pageantry. I met Talisha in California. I became a queen. Then from becoming a queen, I found myself on New York Fashion Week. I became a runway model and a fitness model, and now a content creator in 1 year.
Wow.
Achieve all of that in 1 year. Who
Wow.
you, my fellow woman, who cannot achieve that? You can do more. You have to believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
Set your mind right.
Right. Oh my God. Your story is so phenomenal.
Thank you.
Um, and you are also a queen, a woman of achievement queen. Shout out to Marlena,
Yeah.
Mark of the Woman of Achievement. Just to see how you have taken your own experiences and your own health journey, and now you help other women.
Yes.
That is phenomenal. Your story and just how you just totally change everything around. I commend you on your work that you do.
Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna say nothing because we'll be here way past the time. I'm gonna just say 1 year. I'm lying. I'm gonna say one thing. 1 year. 1 year. Since you named about 7 things.
Right.
Right.
God is
And
amazing, and
he is.
the
He
night
is.
of my being on the New York Fashion Week, I didn't realize that I am living my prayer point, and I didn't even know it. And I
Come
want the
on.
people to appreciate, and reflect that I worked this hard, and you know what? I've been praying to get here. I've been working hard to get here. I'm already here. You got to testify to God's work in your life, right? And
Absolutely.
keep pushing and use that to motivate or encourage other people that they can do it too.
Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of our Courageous Woman Magazine's Women History Month panel, our final panel. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here.
All right, you're welcome.
Listen, Dr. Talisha, you always have the most inspiring and amazing individuals, and it never fails. All month, every woman has just left such a profound impact on my life. And tonight is no different.
I love it.
Tonight, yes,
I just love
yes,
it warms my heart. When I remember when starting Courageous Woman and I was going through and the women that I would just meet that just wanted to pray for me. And I just envisioned them as like
yes,
soldiers. They was coming for me. They was supporting me, uplifting me, empowering me. And that's what I aim to do with this platform is continue to uplift, empower women. And the women they come, they have these tremendous stories. And it's those stories that help other women heal and believe
yes,
can. When you listen
yes,
to her story, those who are going through similar things, they can see that she did it, and they
yes.
can too.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. L- uh, Every woman this month has been a living legend. Women's History Month. Yes, we definitely celebrate all of the women who kicked in doors on our behalf. Absolutely. But I think that this month, and the way that you've laid out your program this month is celebrating those who are doing that for us today, that we can tap into them. It's about community and collaboration, right? We have the ability to tap into them right now in their communities, on their platforms, and say, hey sis, I see you. You encourage me, or hey sis, can we partner together? Can we talk? Can I get on your calendar? Let me pay for an hour of your time. I got a few questions for you. And I love that, because that doesn't take away from the women in our past that have done great things to give us the ability to do what we're doing today. But you're giving your flowers right now. You're giving people their flowers right now. And I love that. So I just needed to say that, and to be encourage other women. If you have not partnered or collaborated with Dr. Talisha Berry and Courageous Woman Magazine or Strive Publishing, you need to do that. You need to do that. You will definitely, definitely be blessed by that partnership. And so let me go ahead because I know I ain't gonna go over time. I'm the mouth that always make us go over time. I'm gonna do good tonight. I promise.
No, it's not that. Sometimes it's just so interesting, and so the stories are so powerful that we can't just click and go to the next person. Sometimes it takes some time to let them go ahead and share because people need to hear it.
Yes,
So
yes, we do.
sometimes we go over, y'all, but we're trying to be conscious of the time tonight.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And with that in mind, we have another beautiful, amazing sister that's coming up next who's going to be dropping some gems with us on tonight. And this is Miss Mikki. I hope I'm saying her name right. Please, Lord, let me say her name right. Miss Mikki Ealey, and she is the founder of Ms. Social Butterfly Network, a publishing company that helps individuals bring their stories to life through books, journals, and creative media. She believes that storytelling is a powerful tool for empowerment and business growth, inspiring others to use their voices, share their experiences, and leave a lasting legacy. Y'all, welcome to the stage, Miss Mikki. Hey, 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 girl. As
Hey
my daughter say,
girl.
yeah, hey, girl,
Hey,
hey.
hey, courageous women.
Hey, Vicky.
How are you?
Hey,
How
you
y'all
know,
doing?
you have been shining around, courageous woman. You were recently in our most recent Christmas anthology. What is a courageous woman? So it's good
Hmm.
here and continue. That's the one thing that I love is that when women come here, we have such a good time. They just
That's right.
stay with us, and they just, even Marlene has been here, Mildred
Right.
has been here. So that is the beauty of this connection that we have with women and the collaboration that we continue. It's been 14 years. I feel just so blessed and so honored to have the connections
That's
that we've
right.
had all these years. So
There you
thank
go.
you here, Mickey.
That's right. That's right.
That speaks to the power of community
That's
and
right.
knowing, and Miss Marlene, she couldn't have laid it out better in her answer with how powerful community is, what
Exactly.
community does for us, collaboration and
Hmm.
community. Definitely, she said that collaboration and community help us and allow us to land a bigger impact and a 14-year legacy still going
That's
and
right.
leaving lasting impact. That's
Hmm.
powerful. Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Very
So
powerful.
absolutely, absolutely. So I got a question. I got a
Sure.
question. So beyond publishing, how can women use storytelling as a tool for personal empowerment and business growth? Because I don't think people understand how powerful storytelling is. And this, like Miss Mildred, her zone of genius is for me listening to her. She spoke directly to the corporate woman. And so, but they
Hmm.
need the power of storytelling too.
That's right.
That
That's right.
and so I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna let you do your thing, sis. Tell us about the power of storytelling.
I think the first thing, the power of storytelling is healing and being able to have the confidence to tell your story. That to me is like one of the key things. I think having self confidence, having the inspiration to allow yourself to be free. And when you're free, you're open. And when you're open, you have that mindset of saying, you know what, I got this, I can do this. And a lot of times some women, they're afraid. A lot of us, we hold it in, we hold it on strong, tight, and we don't want to let go because we don't feel that we're free. And our mindset is actually free. Once you believe in yourself, you have to have that self-confidence to feel, you know what, I need to heal. In order for me to grow, I need to heal within because it starts from here and there. And a lot of women don't realize that they have that power to encourage one another and build that storytelling. Like when I first wrote my book, Ready, Set, Go, I was like, I needed that confidence and that power in order for me to tell my story because I was actually afraid to tell my story. I didn't want to my kids kept telling me, "Ma, tell your story, tell your story. Do it, write your book, do what you need to do for self." And I was always afraid. And then that one day I woke up and I said, "You know what? I can do this. I I can really take the time out and say, share my story." Because there are other women who had similar stories. I mean, women who went through domestic violence, abuse, all types of different things, and to share different stories with other women to help them heal and grow and to become that courageous woman that they are. Where a lot of times women don't feel they have the courage, you know what I'm saying? They just don't feel they have it, but we all have it. It's in here. And once you get it in here, it comes up. I tell people my biggest word is inspiration. And when you inspire others, sometimes you don't even know that you're inspiring someone. It could just be by one word. It could be a few words. It could be a sentence, a quote, a Bible saying. A lot of times women don't understand the power that we have. It's so amazing to share with other women, creating a legacy for your family, creating a business mindset in order to start that business. Because, I was afraid to start Miss Social Butterfly. People used to call me that all the time. Look at little Miss Social Butterfly. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to name my business that because I do feel my best friend, Kathy, used to say to me, when you walk in the room, you light the room up. She said that to me at 16. And at 16, I was like, wow, that's powerful. And I had no idea I had that kind of power at 16. So at 16, I'm like, yo, let me see who I am. What am I about? And I've been writing since I was 10 years old. My mother gave me my first diary at 10, and I've been writing ever since. And now here I am 4 or 5 books later. I done did 4 book collaborations, got my own book, working on my second and third. You know, I had that power to heal and not knowing that I had it, and a lot of times women, it's self-esteem issue. It's also a self-esteem issue. A lot of women don't have that self-esteem. They don't feel sure of themselves, and we need to help each other. When my girlfriends are feeling down, I tell them, hey girl, you got this. I got you. What do you need? How can I help? Where can I assist you? And a lot of times women, we don't have that village, and we all need that village sometimes, right? We need a village to say, I'm gonna help you with this. Somebody else can help you with that. Whatever we need, build the village. And I think a lot of times women need to build the village in order for their storytelling to come to fruition. And that's just something like deep for me because a lot of times we're afraid to tell our stories. We are afraid, and there's no need to be afraid. But when you build that village, but amongst others and other women, it starts to come out. It grows, and that, to me, that butterfly came out, what I didn't know I had. I transformed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't know how to do that when we don't have a support system. And we all need that, right? We need a support system, and that support systems, it builds. And sometimes it takes a while. It took some of us a while. I heard one of the other ladies saying, as an older woman, I feel like that sometimes too, as an older woman. Sometimes people feel like they don't want to do things with us because we're older. But to me, maturity comes not with just age; it's also style. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain flair, or as my best friend we used to say, a je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that may not know they have that, but a lot of women, we have it. And I just love it. I love supporting other women, and I love sharing my stories to women to encourage them, to empower them, to inspire them, with words of affirmations. I send words of affirmations out usually every morning with a good morning text or a grand rising, just to let my girlfriends know I'm here for you. I got you, and it's nothing wrong with letting other people know and sharing. I know a lot of us afraid, a lot of us don't want to share, but it's baby steps. Take your time and grow. And you got to get in here and in here. And once you goes match, then you got it. You got it. And a lot of some women just don't have that, but they got it. It's just they need a little push. We all need that little push, you know what I'm saying, to say, let's do it. You can do it, you know? And that's what's powerful for me. I've had a network of women and mentors that guided me in different women's groups and organizations where they say, "Man, you can do anything you set your mind to." And it took me a while, but I got it. It was my children inspire me, my mentors, my friends, associates, co-workers. I built a village for myself, business partners, you know. One of my best friends, she passed away. We started a business together, and now I'm getting ready to revamp and restart our business that she always wanted us to have, and that's it's all about collaboration. Like a lot of women say, collaboration is key, and a lot of people don't know that. Sometimes people feel a certain way, but we can do it. Long as you have somebody who believes in your vision and bring their vision in, because sometimes you need somebody else's vision in to help boost your vision a little bit more. Like they say, great minds think alike. I'm a strong believer in that. Strong believer in that. And I think a lot of times we just need that. We deserve that, especially women in business. And when one helps one grow, help the next one behind you. Come on, sis. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's just bring it on up. Let's bring it on up. So that to me, storytelling is a part of that phase that don't be afraid to tell a story, because everybody got a story. I know that, and I got lots of stories. I got lots of stories. Lots and lots of stories, let me tell you.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate your phenomenal stories, your phenomenal work, and all that you do. It is the
Thank
power of
you.
women collaborating, making stuff happen together, because really we really can't do it by ourselves.
Exactly. That's
Really
right.
can't. And I've tried it. I've tried
Yes.
it. I cannot. And so
Right.
even Dr. Laquita being here, we running this together. I'm back here doing things, and we're communicating. It's just like a whole production
Right.
back here. And
There
I'm
you
a
go.
person that does gospel plays, and we have an entire team making things happen. Even in our businesses,
Right.
we need teams. We need people to do this,
Hello.
that, because we absolutely cannot do everything.
That's
So
right.
it's all about tonight, collaboration, and us coming together and building, encouraging, empowering, uplifting one.
Hmm.
Thank you for
You're
what you do.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
So we are going to, I don't know, Dr. Laquita is
Yes.
trying to come.
I for Yeah, because I muted myself and forgot to unmute myself. Look, VWB, Blue Table Conversations and collaboration is definitely key, and you definitely need the right village. God has truly been realigning my circle and my village, and that's so powerful. When were talking about our village, and our village is like our community, and it's a powerful tool
Hmm.
that we can use to be encouraged, not just encourage other people, but
Right.
that where people are encouraging us. So
Yes.
that's key. That is
That's right.
absolutely key.
Hmm.
Listen, I told y'all I was gonna behave and keep us on track tonight, and I try to be a woman of my word 100% of the time.
I
But
know
you
that's
said
right.
you dropped some powerful gems on us tonight, and so we just thank you so much. I can't wait to
Sure.
have you back in the panel question. But I know we have another amazing woman that's coming up, and so we're gonna bring you down until we bring
Okay.
everybody else back up on the panel. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Miss Alicia, look, I know we got another lady coming.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
We got some amazing women that are here tonight.
Like,
They are
mm.
amazing work.
Yes, yes. We have Miss Charlisa in the house with us on tonight, and she is known as Coach C, the crushing chemo chick. I got a question, just since your moniker is amazing. She is a cancer survivorship coach and cancer care minister who empowers women to heal, thrive, and live well after a cancer diagnosis. through faith based coaching, inspirational resources, and her Cancer Champion greeting card collection. She helps cancer survivors embrace strength, joy, and purpose beyond their journey. Listen, welcome to the stage, Miss Charlisa. How are you? I love this picture. I love this picture.
Oh,
Cause
thank you.
why you so jazzy? Like that's listen, just spicy all in the photo.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Now the
Yes.
crushing chemo chick. I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. Listen. Now, how bad did I mess up your name? Hell, gonna be honest with me.
No, it's Charlisa Herriot.
Charlisa Harry. I did good, Talisha. I'm proud of me.
Yes, yes, she do that. Yes, I love that. I love what she does when she first came into the promotion. When I see the crushing chemo chick, that's phenomenal. Wow. So let me ask you a question. Your work helps cancer survivors reclaim their strength. How can women show up for each other during life's toughest battles, both personally and professionally?
Ah, yes. The thing about that is how we show up. First, we must show up for ourselves. Because I think that we're no good for the next woman, the next project, the next event, the next whatever the thing that is going on if we're no good for ourselves. And I have learned that. Actually through experience for the past week myself. So how we show up for ourselves is number one is to believe in ourselves. Um, no matter what is the goal end or the resulting end or the results that we're trying to obtain or achieve, is that if we can believe in the very thing that we want to achieve, then we can receive it. And so that same aura, that same era that surrounds us will also gravitate towards others that we may engage and encounter with. So, in actually, as I stated, is to become more believing in your own standards and your goals that you have set for yourself, and knowing that, hey, it's okay if you don't meet it on the target timeline. If there's a pushback, if there's a delay, if there's a turnaround, I've learned that this week. I'm currently on oxygen. I'm not normally on it, but I end up catching the flu, that kind of took things a little bit of a toll and kind of not things to where there's a delay. And so even though there's a delay, it's still not a denial. And so it doesn't mean that I can't still continue on or that I still can't show up for me. I still show up, but I show up in the for what I already have that surrounds me. So sometimes that we have to make adjustments in life or make the necessary changes or adaptation, then it's okay to make those adjustments, those adaptations, those changes. It doesn't mean that whatever the end goal is not going to be attainable. It's still attainable. It just may not be at the time frame that you had originally set. So I think that's another form that we need to look at in order to get to that point where we don't overexert ourselves. And then I think the final the part would be is to actually pursue, find alternatives. Just continue with the drive, the will that you have within you to continue to achieve it, knowing that you still believe in it and you can obtain it, and just go for it. We're going to have those of us who are going to have that support system that's going to be there, that collaborative community, those partnerships that we may have, And sometimes those partnerships may fall along the way, or those communities may not be formed in time enough for us to really gravitate and take and much receive much from it. But in the meantime, still yet, we have the endurance. And still yet we have the willpower within us. Still yet we can go beyond, whatever the obstacle is and that's set before us, and make it to that end result, make it to that gold ending um, opportunity, make it to where you can say that I have completed a thing, I finished a thing. And not only did I complete it or that I finished it, but I finished it well. And that's my goal, is to finish something, but to finish it well. Meaning that I have done all that I can do along the journey in order to obtain it. And if I've done that, I've done well.
See me talking and not unmute myself.
Okay.
That was powerful. Like you had to leave us on a high note. Not just to say I finished it, not just to say I completed it, but I finished it well. Come on. That right there will preach. That'll
Yeah,
preach not just one sermon. That's a sermon series that I finished it well.
that's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Right. Come on now. I listen, Rosalinda, you on it. You on it, Rosalinda. Look, Rosalinda said, finish it well. Absolutely. We finished it well. Mr. Alicia,
Yes.
I'm, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first because I need to hold my mute so we can stay on
Like
time.
I said, Charlisa, her whole brand is so powerful. Listen, all these women here tonight have been phenomenal. So make sure that you connect with all of them. They're all featured in our special Women's History Month edition, which will be on sale in just a couple of days. And you can grab a copy so you can read more about them. They're all on our website. You can go there. You can subscribe. So not only you're going to get some you're going to get this here, but you're going to get some more information about all of the women who have been featured on our Women's History Month panel. They're all phenomenal. My heart is just so full. And I hope that those of you who are listening, that if you miss a part of this, you go and you catch the replays on our YouTube, you share it, you encourage some other woman who may need to hear some of the women who have spoken here tonight, and all 6 panels that we have done this month. I can't believe we did 6 panels. We did 6. Yes, we added panels. Like it was so rich that we were like, okay, we added 2 more panels.
Look,
So
we've been booked and busy, but that's a good thing because that so many phenomenal women, and then so many women that we couldn't fit in.
mhm,
Like be people who are watching the series and watching the replay, they can't help but to be blessed, motivated, and inspired because every single woman has had an amazing message, even on tonight, especially on tonight, that no matter what your situation or circumstance is, you can be and do the things that God allowed you to be born into this earth realm to be and do.
mhm,
Life happens. I mean, Miss Charlisa just said it, adaptation, adjustments, changes, all that's going to happen without your permission. It's not going to give you prior notice for what happens. It's just going to be like, "Boop, I'm here, deal with it."
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
and in order to finish well, we have to have a proper response to that. I mean, like I told you, she preached a message. We have
mhm,
to have a positive response to that and be willing for those adaptation and changes or adjustments because we're still going to reach the goal. We're still
mhm,
going to reach the goal. It may not just have been the path that we've initially designed in our life.
mhm, mhm.
Ms. Rosalinda says all panels have been a blessing, and Solid Rock Foundation book phenomenal. Yes, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely. Miss Shirley said, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. Yes, we're going to bring you down for a moment and then we'll bring everybody back up in just a few minutes.
Yes. I mean, y'all know we at time already because it's been so rich. Format a little bit tonight to give each panelist and more of a time to speak tonight.
Hmm.
We're not going to do a long panel because tonight is the awards. We got to announce the awards. We do have one question, and those ladies who want to answer the question, they can answer the question in our panel tonight. But we're going to be conscious of the time. We know y'all got stuff to do, and we do too. So everybody's courageous women up here, and everybody, we thank you for even being here and sharing. And we have people that's on live right now, so I hope they are enjoying it. And we please make sure that you subscribe, you follow us, and you engage. And thank you for those who are commenting and engaging with us tonight. We really, really do appreciate that. So we have one question. What is the question we're going to ask tonight for this panel of phenomenal women? Dr. Laquita, what are we going to ask these amazing women?
I got to quit muting myself and then forgetting I'm muted. That's what I need to do. So the question tonight is, how do you balance the desire for competition with the importance of collaboration among women in business? Ooh, I can't wait to hear that one right
Yes.
there. Yes, honey. Yes, yes. See, I like you. I like you. Listen, all of the ladies. Here, Miss Diana, there we go. I was trying to make sure I had everybody back up in the right places. Listen, Miss Mikki, I see you. I see you. So you know what? I'm coming down your street first. I'm coming down your street first. Cause you was ready before I got the whole question out.
And you said, how do we balance competition? That's what you said? Is that what you said? Say that one more time.
Yes. So
Say
how
that
so
one more
how do
time.
we balance competition and
The
collaboration?
desire
So
for
like the
competition.
desire for competition. Like I
Mm,
know I want to win in these streets. I know I want to
hmm.
win in my zone of genius. I know I want to be the subject matter expert, right? And a little healthy
Right.
competition ain't hurt nobody.
That's
But
right. That's right.
we can't win in these streets without collaboration. We can't be the best version of ourselves and in our businesses and brands without collaboration. So what's
That's
the
right.
happy medium in this thing? What do you believe is the happy medium?
I think the happy medium is mentoring one another. You learn from me, I learn from you. You may have something that I'm interested in doing. I may have something that you're interested in doing, and that's how we collaborate. You don't have to be about the competition. If we collaborate, we don't have to compete. We winning one way or the other. And a lot of women don't realize it just takes a small thing, networking. When you meet somebody, I go every time I go someplace and I network, I meet a sister who tell I learned something new. And I'll be like, yo, I'm interested in that. She about hit me up. I'm like, what? So I'm gonna hit her up and she'll share that information and knowledge. And then she'll ask me something. Well, what else you interested in it? Or what you doing? And I'll be like, hey, let's collaborate on this. Let's do an event together. Let's build with one another. How can I help you while you help me? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's a I call that the soft competition. Not that hard where this sister, we may be like yesterday I did an event. I got some good news. I can tell y'all this real quick to go into my story. I sold the Courageous Woman book, the hardcover, the coffee table book, and the soft cover. Man, I did a Women in Corrections Leadership Conference yesterday, and man, I rocked it, y'all. Let me tell you, them women, I gave my little speech, and they was there. But and I give you a prime example. There was two other sisters there selling their book. One of them I spoke with. She's like, "Yo, we can do something together." She wrote a book. I wrote a book. Hey, let's do something together. That sister hit me up already today and was like, hey, I want to collaborate with you. I didn't want you to forget me. We just met yesterday. So I was blown away from that. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. We had a nice conversation. one hand look out for the other. Women, we don't have to always compete. It's the power is in collaborating. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what it is. The
Yeah.
power is in collaborating and
Yeah.
networking and
Yes.
mentoring one another.
Mhm.
It's inspirational.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Listen.
That's it.
Oh, I love all that answer. I can't wait to see what the other ladies got to say. Who want to jump in next? Who want to jump in next?
I'll jump
Go.
in.
Yeah.
I really like that thing you were collaborating. I just wish more women would hear this and want to support each other. We always say women supporting each other, women supporting women, but in truthfulness, not a lot of women support each other, right? But I hope that more women can support each other. Collaboration can be in different ways. It could be, say, for example, if I run the body shrink coach, I'm mentoring women. My target women are women over 40, and I see another woman who's a fellow coach that targets women to shrink their waist or grow their glutes. We could do a collaboration together. Okay, why don't we create content together where we are both reaching women and do a collaborative post where either Facebook or Instagram, I add you as a collaborator, we both collaborate. That way we can reach more women. So when women see this, say, "Wow, oh, what I like what this woman is doing. I wanna shrink my waist. I wanna like grow my glutes." It's all about collaboration. It could be a skill. It could be, I mean, for example, me in particular, I'm a techie, right? I have an engineering background. I'm also very good with AI, right? And programming. So I can say, okay, I want to do a course and this is my area of expertise. Okay, let me find somebody else, another woman who has more information or has a different background that we can collaborate together and make sure that we create a course that's so unique that the people who attend it, they gain a lot of experience and they go leaving refreshed and energized to keep it moving. So collaboration is not just, oh, we see each other. It could be on the internet. It could be anything. We could collaborate on a market stall. We could collaborate, on the internet, anywhere. We just need to have an open mindset, be positive, and be willing to accept people when they come to us. Not look at them and say, yes, sure. And when we leave them, like, nah, I don't want to do it. No, be positive and open minded. God uses people to help people. And
Mm.
you decide not to let God use you, He's gonna use another person. Let me tell you, God will turn a stone into a human being and use that stone to help you if you don't want to be helpful to other women or other people. So just be open to it and just help. Give, even if you don't receive, just give, and your reward is in heaven.
Mm, Listen, come on, you better preach, sis. You better preach. Listen, I think we saw Miss Mildred. You wanted to pop in? Go ahead, your mic is open.
I talk about faith. I love to talk about faith. Faith teaches us to speak life into someone else's dream, but resilience teaches us to celebrate another woman's win, even when
Mm,
our win, when we're waiting for our own. And to get together, faith and resilience call us to mentorship, collaboration, and empowerment, not competition. So that's all I got.
you can't leave that because I wasn't typing that fast. Say that again. Faith. I wasn't typing that fast. Wait a minute. You gotta say that again.
Okay.
Faith
I
and
said,
resilience. Come on now.
faith teaches us to speak. Faith teaches us to speak life into someone else's dream.
Mm,
Resilience teaches us to celebrate another woman's win, even when we're waiting for our own win to come in. So, together, faith and resilience, they call us to mentorship, collaboration, and empowerment, not competition.
mm.
So,
Listen.
yeah, oftentimes women feel like we have to compete, but you know what? What's mine is mine and what's yours is yours. And you can't take my
Yes.
stuff. And I don't want your stuff, We have enough, there's enough to go around for everybody.
Mm,
We don't have
mm,
to compete.
mm. This is true. This is true. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like you preached the whole word. They dropping gems in here this evening. If you're not on the live, you missed it. And if you join in the replay, you are truly blessed. Listen, who we have up next? Who wants to jump in? The mic is open. Go ahead. I think is it Miss Marlene or is it Miss
Uh,
Trelise?
okay, it's Charlisa.
Hey, Miss
I
Charlisa.
Hi. I think the only part that I want to add to that is when we're looking at the competition is not against another woman and what her stats are. It's what my stats were yesterday.
Mm,
So I'm
wait a
competing
minute.
against myself. So I want to be
Mm,
better than I was yesterday, today.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So if I look and focus upon, the gifting that the Lord has given me and operate and move within my own metron, then I will stay in my lane and remain focused, and then I can compete against my own stats.
Come on.
And then I'm not competing against someone
Mhm.
else. And then therefore
Mm,
God can actually unfold that
mm,
which he has already ordained for me in the path
mm,
to walk.
mm,
And it will
mm,
be fulfilled because I'm
mm,
not being deterred about what she's doing over there or distracted by someone else over there. I'm
mm.
actually operating within my own metron that the Lord has already gifted me with.
Listen, sis, that how many sermons we done had tonight? A lot. Y'all writing this down. You need to be. Oh, you know what? Even if you're not writing it down, because you can't do like I did to tell Miss Mildred to repeat herself like 3 times. Hit the replay button. Hit the replay button so you can pause accordingly and take some good notes because you don't want to miss all of this. That's right, VW Blue Table podcast. She said, "Preach, Queen, preach." Yes, as you were talking, I like track and field, and some of the best track and field runners. Um, and I pay particularly close attention to America and Jamaica for obvious reasons, right? But but the best runners, they don't compete against each other. They compete against their time. Even when they know they have the field won, they're running against the time because they're competing against themselves to unleash that next level in them. So I love that. I love that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be better than we were yesterday, right? It's and so Miss Marlene, come on through, come on through. I know you got something for us.
Yes, yes. I just wanted to add, like everything so far that all of the women have shared has just been spot on. And one of the things that I just wanted to add is like, I don't know, I feel like competition, you just have to discern and use your gift of intuition and wisdom and discernment that God has given all women. And sometimes it's one of those things where there is no competition because if you really go deep into your intuition, you'll notice that if someone tries to or wants to collaborate with you, or you walk into a room, see someone who is doing something motivational or inspirational, for me at least, it's not an instant sense of competition because at the end of the day, we could all be here, like all of us are on this panel together and we're not competing against each other. Why? Everybody has their own skill. Everyone has their own gift. Everyone does it their own ways. So all of us are business owners, all of us are leaders, but do we execute the same? No. Do we move and pivot and handle situations the same? No. So you have to kind of think about it. You use that intuition, like even if that sense of competition wants to come up in the back of your brain, because, people are human and, that may happen. You say, no, 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 no. If the spirit tells me or leads me to work with this person or me to allow them in my circle, it's to help make it better. It's to help have a bigger impact because let's say someone does come along and we use, a lack of better words, steal their idea. You can steal it all you want. You're not going to execute it like me. And that's not bragging. That's not being boastful. That's just how it is. And the people that happen to compete and take something from under you, right? Does that mean they're not going to succeed? Not necessarily, right? They may because they do it their own way, but the essence of you, the essence of this gift and this skill that you have that we often try to protect because it's ours, people can't take it from you. And if someone does do you wrong, we just wait and let God hopefully allow us to see his get back. It's hard because we want to be upset. We want to get our own revenge. We want to say why and we want to confront. And it's hard. That's the human nature in us. But it's really not a competition in a sense that there's no one like you. There's no one that can do it like you. You know, Coach Diana, Miss Mikki, Charlisa, Miss Mildred, you, Dr. Laquita, Dr. Talisha, there's no one like you guys. You know what I mean? So with that, you have your own community. And because you're unique, and there is no competition, you're always going to have your community of followers, which will help also you to grow and make that more impact. So I know that was kind of like a long answer, but I just had to learn. You know, I'm getting older now. I'm 43, right? I'm perimenopausal. I'm looking at life in a totally different or from a different lens now. And I'm just hearing a lot of what my mom and my aunts and like people, like, you know, leadership classes, when I go to coaching masterminds or different things, and you're hearing this, and now I'm actually living it. It's okay. Yes, you're going to use your intuition. Yes, you're going to use discernment. Yes, you want to be able to kind of sift out the people who aren't really authentic, right? Because authenticism is very important to authenticity. I made up a whole word, authenticism. But
that's
all
what
that given, right? All that given and all that said, exactly. All that given and all that shared, there's only one you, you know? So yeah, thank you.
Oh, your answer was spot on. Spot on. And I had to crack up because I'm smack dab in the perimenopause. And let me tell you what, that's a new level of wisdom. My mama, she kept some stuff from me and my grandmama. That's another story, another day. But as we grow, as we mature, I agree. As we grow and we mature, situations that I face today, my response is so different than the me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, for that matter, 2 or 3 years ago. The response is so different to the exact same scenarios because wisdom has kicked in. You know, life has brought us wisdom through the different things that we face, and we learn not to see so many things in a competitive way. It's just that's you do you, and I'm gonna do me, and we're gonna be great together if we do it together. And even if we don't do it together, we still great. And that's just a mindset that we have to have. And so look, I love it. I love it. I love it. The NBE review coach says every client is not for every coach. Competition and gatekeeping can be symptomatic of insecurities as entrepreneurs because the reality is that we cannot serve everyone and neither should we. Sis need to get on here with a bullhorn and say that real loud for the people in the back.
Okay.
Come on. I'm going to leave that up there for a little while so they can see that. Like, let that soak in.
Yes. Okay, review coach. Come on through.
Yes, honey. Yes. But look, this has been good. This has been so good to us. But I know you got the women who are involved in the competition. They chomping at the bit to see who got this award. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull this down in a minute. I may put it back up later because that was real good. Let's see, Miss Talisha. Go ahead and make some people happy tonight.
Well, first of all, I want to thank all the ladies who are here, and thank you so much for being part of Courageous Woman Magazine and part of this Women's History Month panel. Thank you all for your insightful wisdom. It's just been phenomenal. It's just, you know, I know just looking at the comments that women are posting, that they appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I want to just give you your flowers. Just throw out the roses for you. Okay. So thank you all for being here. Love you all. Thank you so much. And so next, I know all of you are part of the competition too. So we're going to take everybody down and we will talk with you, or just keep watching. You can keep watching, but we're going to soon bring all the ladies, bring on the winners very shortly. So we're going to talk to Dr. Laquita, and I'm going to talk about these awards and why we decided to do these awards.
Yes. So, I mean, You've been like I've been saying it all month. This is such a beautiful thing that you've done with the panels and with the award. And what inspired you to do this? Like, what did the Lord lay on your heart? What did you see as the outcome?
Well, I see them. I see, and my heart is full when I see women not only doing the thing, they doing all the work they working to support other women. That's key to me. Not you're not being selfish. You're out here, flashing, being phenomenal, person out, but you using your experiences and your journey to encourage and empower others. That's key to us living
Yes.
and being blessed is when we give. So that's
Mm,
what this entire platform, Courageous Woman, is about. That is the courageous woman, a woman
mm,
who gives of herself to others,
mm.
who impacts the
Yes.
world, and she is seen as a jewel. And so all of these women here are just that. All the women that are the trailblazers, the global women trailblazers, that's all of them,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
what they do. And so I want to honor them. I want to always continue to honor God, but God imparts that into me to honor
Hmm.
these for what they
Yes.
do. So
Yes. I mean, the scripture tells us to give honor where honor is due. And so, you know, to have this opportunity to honor the trailblazing women, because each one of them is a trailblazer in her own right, in her field, doing the things that she does. I mean, Miss Marlene said it great. Can't nobody do what you do the way you do it.
yeah,
Nobody. Nobody can do what you do the way you do it. You're irreplaceable. Um, you're not replicatable, right? You're not replicatable because the authentic you can't be replicated by someone else. They can try, but they'll
right.
fail because they're missing a key component, and that's you. And so I love this, what you're doing with the Trailblazer Awards and what you're doing through Courageous Woman Live and through Courageous Woman Magazine. It is a perfect opportunity for women to be celebrated and to celebrate others and to help them bring their business, their brand, their ministries to a next level, to help them understand the power of their story and to write their story to become those Amazon number one best-selling authors. These are all things that are necessary, and you're doing it and celebrating the women who are doing it with you.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to these women and talk about who the winner is. I think we need a little space, so some of the ladies backstage may have to exit so that we can bring them on. I don't
Oh,
know, looking at the chat, but
okay.
we need to
Yeah.
bring ladies on.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Who do we need to bring up next?
Well, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and announce the winners.
Yay.
Ah, I'm so excited.
Drum roll, please.
This next lady is Terrelyn. She is the winner of the Global Voice Award.
Awesome. Awesome. Miss Terrelyn. Miss Terrelyn. Tell us some. There she is. There she is.
Yes, we're going to give these ladies a few minutes to log on and they'll tell more about themselves and what they do.
Yeah.
Is the first award is the Global Voice Award, and it goes to Terrelyn Fancy.
Yes,
Yes,
Miss Fancy. Yes, Miss Fancy. I enjoy her.
phenomenal. Let's talk about.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and share all the awards, the
Okay.
winners, and we are going to have a commercial, so that gives them a time to come on because they've all been instructed to come on. Um,
Okay.
the winner of the Global Voice Award is Carolyn Fancy. All right, all right.
All right.
Next,
Who we got next? Who we have
who we got
next?
next? Who we got next?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Let's see here. Let's see. We're trying to make space here. And our next award will go to Dr. Kutella Talbot.
All right. All right.
She is the Global Woman Leader, the Global Woman Leader Award, and she is all the way from Turks and Caicos.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So I am going to pull her down. That is the Global Women Leader Award is Dr. Kutella Talbot.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And I saw her earlier in the YouTube chat. She was
Oh
giving
yes.
some phenomenal feedback in the YouTube chat. Yes.
And so let's pull her down here. Let's go for the next award, the last award. It's Jasmine Tillman. She won the Global Impact Award. Um, all the awards were based on votes. So family, friends, colleagues are those who voted, and these are the three women who had the most votes in their categories. So that is how the
Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. These ladies are doing some phenomenal things. Some absolutely phenomenal things. So, let's while we wait on the ladies to
we're
come
gonna play.
backstage. Yeah, girl, you got something for us. You got something for us.
We got some commercials, and well, we get these ladies on.
Yes. Because you got a treat coming up real soon. You got a treat for the people real soon.
Yes, we got a lot of things coming up. A lot of things coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and the ladies have been contacted. You all have your information. If you're watching, check your emails for the link to log on to accept your award.
Hmm. So while we're waiting on that, tell us about the what you have coming up real soon. You have a pop up that people don't want to miss. Talk about it.
I'm gonna just play the commercial. That's what I'm gonna do.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
We
right.
got a lot of things coming up. A lot of things. It doesn't end here. We have our April issue. We have May. We have June. So April coming up. We got a lot of things in April. And Mother's Day. I love Mother's
Yes.
Day. We're gonna honor some phenomenal women for Mother's Day. And we're also going to in June is all men. We just make because we got Courageous Men magazine too, so it's going to be
Yes.
all men. I have had the pleasure of working with a group of men to publish the book The Heart of a Black Man. That was such an
Mm.
emotional experience to work with these men who are also doing
Hmm.
phenomenal. And so a lot of them will be part of our Men's Month, and they will be speaking all month. It's all men, the entire month of June. So
All right.
if you're a man, a phenomenal man, a courageous man, and want to be part of that, our Men's Month, the Courageous Men magazine, make sure that you go to courageouswomanmag.com for
Hmm.
info. Want a courageouswomanmag.com to get that information. It'll also be out. And then we have July is we're doing awards. So each one of these months we're doing awards. July is Coach of the Year. So if you're a life coach, a transformation coach, make sure that you're here. It's going to be a
Yes.
phenomenal month. That's July. So yeah, we got some things coming up. And
Wonderful. Wonderful.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and and while I'm waiting for these ladies to come on, we are going to share some things back here.
Everything, everything hinges on identity. It is the compass of our faith that aligns with the Holy Spirit to fulfill the Father's will. Wrapped up in identity is who we are, the purpose of our being, and every God-breathed promise that manifests as our success. Hello, I'm Laquita Monway, and I'm the author of Redefining Success, 8 Tools That I Use to Develop a Growth Mindset. In this amazing book, not only will I share with you 8 tools that I use for a growth mindset, but I'll also share the applicable principles based on God's word that you can easily implement in your life journey. So no matter where you are and no matter where you see yourself in the future, this book will be a tool that you need for your toolbox. Don't wait, get it today, and it can be found on Amazon by simply searching Redefining Success, 8 Tools That I Use for a Growth Mindset. Take care.
Hey there, I got a question for you. Can people find you online? If not, you are missing out on clients, bookings, and big opportunities. But don't worry, I got you. Join my Boost Your Brand pop-up class where I'm going to teach you how to create a stunning web page with Canva with no tech headaches. I'm going to show you how to design a powerful one sheet to showcase your expertise like a pro. Set up your LinkedIn bio so people can easily connect, book, and buy from you. I'm going to help you craft an unforgettable elevator pitch so that when people ask you what you do, you can wow them in 30 seconds or less. This class is for entrepreneurs, authors, coaches, and service providers who are ready to level up their brand and stand out without having to hire an expensive web designer. It's this Saturday. Check the details below. Spots are limited, so sign up now and start getting noticed.
Listen, if you are signed up for the class, get signed up for the class. You don't want to miss it. There's some great information that's going to be brought to you in that class, and we can all use it. We can all use it. Visibility, website, branding, all of those things are key tools to our growth in our businesses, right? And so no matter where you are in your journey, there's something for you in this upcoming class. So you want to make sure that you get signed up. And I don't know about you guys, but have you been having a phenomenal March, a phenomenal Women's History Month? We've had some great panelists all month that have been giving us just gem after gem after gem that we can use in our everyday life on a personal level, as well as in our professional life, helping to grow our businesses, whether you're a nonprofit or a for-profit entity. There has been something for you every Tuesday. And on this special edition, which is airing today on Monday, there's been something to do, someone for you. We've had attorneys, we have coaches, we have speakers, we've had PR, with different forms of media, podcasting, streaming TV, something for everyone to help their businesses grow and expand has been here on the Courageous Woman magazine live. And if you've missed any of the episodes from this month, don't worry, go out to Courageous Woman magazine on YouTube and catch all of the replays. But make sure when you go catch that replay, you need some time and you need something to write with and write on, because the gems are going to be overflowing. Yeah, they're going to be overflowing for sure. And you will be like, wow, this is great. And so tonight we've announced our winners, and the winners have popped into the circle. You ready to bring the ladies up, Dr. Talisha?
Yes. Let's bring up our first winner for the Global Voice Award, Miss Terrell Finsey.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello, Miss Terrell. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry my hat isn't showing, but wow, what an honor.
Because your hat is so cute.
I know. I'm like, okay, how do I get rid of this background so you guys can enjoy it like I'm enjoying it? But I am so honored. I am so honored. And I truly, truly do have a passion for making a difference in our community by empowering individuals in our inner city communities with technology, whether you're a small business, a nonprofit, or a child that has been left behind. My passion and my vision is to make sure that you have the proper technology tools to be successful in college and in a technology career, a STEAM career, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And I'm so honored. I want to thank everyone who voted for me. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Thank you so much. I'm just so full. I'm just so honored to be in this space and to be here to honor you for all the work that you do. I've seen you out here really doing the work to support. What is the name of your organization?
Zip and Go Assist. Zip and Go Assist is a digital you know what, you caught me and I'm just like, oh my God, such a blessing. But a digital transformation and technology training company. We're innovating, preparing you for the workforce. And if you're in the workforce, helping you grow in your career. So again, digital transformation, workplace readiness, and grow in your career. We're here to help you in all of your software training needs and digital marketing needs and help you start a business doing it God's way and invoking technology to ensure that you work smart, not hard. So thank you. I'm just so like, I want to scream, but I want to maintain my decor here. But thank you both, Dr. Munley and Dr. Talisha Berry. I am just so honored, and I'm so honored by the community as well that voted for me. You all make a difference, and I love each and every one of you because without you, we could not reach the communities by building collaborative communities to make a difference in the lives of people, especially our underserved, those that are coming out of foster care. I'm working on that project right now, providing housing for young people who are former foster youth that are currently homeless. So
Wow.
it's
you're doing it. You're doing the work, and we want to honor you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't want to take up a lot of time,
Yes.
but I am so excited, so honored. And I hope that I get invited to the Mother's Day brunch where you'll be recognizing.
Yes, that's coming up in May too. We got a lot going on here, Courageous Woman. So
Please, I will
absolutely
be
we'll talk
honored.
about that too. All right,
Please,
thank you.
before they sell out, don't forget me, please.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You'll
Thank
get it.
you. Thank you.
All right,
Dr.
don't go anywhere yet. We're gonna talk about our next guest.
Dr. Talisha, you got some questions up here. Miss
Yes.
Jones said how she signed up.
Yes,
And she
right.
want to know, what does the class start?
Class is actually just started Saturday. It's a pop-up. So we're going to be talking about it. If you go to courageouswomanmag.com and put your information in the pop-up, you'll be subscribed, and then you'll get the information. So go ahead and do that. Or you can go to courageouswomanmag.com, the scrolling on if you want to be a guest. So yeah, the information is coming up. It's out there, but I don't know where it is right now. So I have to talk to my assistant and see where that is. That link is supposed to be up, but I don't have it. But if you go to courageouswomanmag.com, you won't miss it.
Won't miss it. Won't miss it. Get on the list. Get on the
Yes,
list.
yes.
Yes.
Let's talk to our next guest or our next winner.
Yes.
This is so much fun. I love this. I love our
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So our next winner, who? Yes,
Yes,
Miss Jasmine.
Yeah, she's won the Global Impact Award.
Okay. Can y'all hear? Y'all can hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
you can.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited, y'all. I'm out here. It's such a journey. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
You definitely, you've been out here doing the work, and you got a huge support system, and they voted for you. They voted you in. So congratulations.
Oh, thank y'all for crying. Because it's so so complex. Like with my age, it's like I'm always the youngest in the room wherever I go and whenever I do things. And I'm looking at the panel. I'm like, I got some good competition. These are some real powerhouses. So. So I'm super excited. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Dr. Talisha. Thank you so much, Dr. Laquita, for the opportunity and the honor. I'm super excited, especially with my platform, helping these women create and construct their storylines and bringing their stories out to the open, just to help everyone else and show them that they're not alone in their journey. Like, I'm super excited. Like, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
I just love her energy.
Yes. She's probably the youngest on our panel, but we embrace our young women, our young sisters, because we've all been there. So we see you. We see you doing the work. So continue success to you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, we got to keep conscious of the time. So we want to bring up our next guest, but again, congratulations, Jasmine Tillman. She won the Global Impact Award. You'll see all of this information on our website and more about these ladies who are our winners tonight.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. This is so much fun. Okay, we're going to announce our final winner. There were 3 major awards, and so we're going to announce our next award. I don't know.
Yes, she's here.
Oh, okay. Dr. Kutela Talbot, she won the Global Woman Leader Award. She's all the way from Turks and Caicos.
Oh, I want to visit.
I've been there. I spoke on her stage. It's been phenomenal years ago. Hey there, Dr. Kutela.
Hi, how are you doing? I am so excited. I don't even know if to jump or to crawl or what to do.
Well, we're excited for you. Congratulations for all that you do, the work that you do in your community. That's what this award was about, and you being a leader in your community and support that you have, because people voted. This award was based on your community, and people that support you and love you voted for you. So thank all of them for voting.
Yes, I just want to thank everyone who nominated me first. I would also like to thank all of my people, my community, the Turks and Caicos Islands, as well as internationally, for believing in me and for supporting me and for supporting all that I do. I am so grateful. I am so full. I don't even know if I want to sleep tonight, but I'll try to get some rest. Turks and Caicos is a very small community of people. So when they hear that you know someone is involved in something so global, they will support. They will go on and log on and support us. So I'm so grateful to my people in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And yes, come down to Turks and Caicos. Talisha was here, I think, a couple of years ago in 2018.
And I love it. I love me some Turks and Caicos. I love it. Just to, you know, it was just a beautiful place. I love it, and I plan on coming back there. So
I definitely. Let me know when you're going back. I need to go visit. I need to take my sandals off and walk in some sand or something. Like, let me get some relaxation.
Yes. So I thank you. Thank you, all the ladies that are winners. Dr. Kutela, Jasmine Tillman, Terrell Fincy. Thank all of you, and all of the ladies get a certificate award for just being a trailblazer tonight. So thank you all for being part of this Women's History Month panel series. It's been 6 panels, so it total of about 35 women. So it's been a fun month, and we welcome any of you who want to be part of our April edition, our May Mother's Day, and our coaches, as well as those who have phenomenal, courageous men to be part of our June issue. So that information is on our website if you want to be a part of anything that we do at Courageous Woman.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. 35 women. That's wow.
Yeah.
That's wild, Tilly. 35 women. Look,
Yes.
and they've done some great things. Our all of the panelists, our the winners that you have, and
Mhm.
Miss Jasmine Tillman. Listen. Tonight was my first time meeting this sweet baby, and her energy is so amazing. And I love what you do for women, but and how you uplift and encourage the younger women because we have to pour, like you said, we have to pour into them. Um, and they need us. They need us and we need them because it's some stuff that I just can't wrap my mind around real good if they don't
Mhm.
help me. And
Mhm.
I love that. I love to see that her community showed up and showed out for her and that she is in this space tonight receiving this award. And I expect to continue to see great, wonderful things for Miss Jasmine from today moving forward. She already doing great and wonderful. Now I got a Facebook stalker, LinkedIn, Instagram, all that, and check her out to see what she doing. But
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know, I know we're getting close to time.
Yes,
So
we are.
look,
We're getting close to the time. So again, we want to thank all of you ladies for being here, being part of this awards, and congratulations. You will be getting an award in the mail within the next couple of weeks, and you can come back on and share the award. We want to see it. So thank you all. Thank you all for being part of Courageous Woman Magazine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, this has been
yeah.
phenomenal, phenomenal Women's History Month.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes, it has for sure. Look, you have been doing some great things. Congratulations, Mr. Alicia. You need an award
Oh
for
my
all
God,
that you are. Yes, for all
thank
that you are doing. You definitely need an award because without you, none of this would be possible. You
you.
had a vision. Listen, the Lord gave you a vision. You wrote it down. You got real plain with it. You sought out. You sought out. Let me get my English right. You sought out wisdom and advice from others in the industry, and even when their answer could have caused you to stop and wait, you kept moving forward. And that's what you continue to show up and show women every single day. And I believe that's one of the reasons that your collaborative partnerships work so well.
I
And why women like it's not a one-stop shop with you. Is repeat. The best customer is the repeat customer. We learned that this month. If you didn't know it before this month, you should have learned it this month on
Mhm,
this stage.
mhm.
And that's why you have people who do business with you over and over again because of who you are as a person and how you encourage and build people. Hello, Miss Gertrude Sanders Forbes. Welcome to the show. Yes. So, listen, take us on out, Miss Talisha, so we don't run out of time.
Yes, we do not want to run out of time. We are getting close to that hour or that
Mm.
minute that we run out of
We did
time.
great, girl. We did great
You
tonight.
know what? I want to thank you because you've been my ride or die this whole month. Because I was like, it's a lot to do these shows. I mean, it's
Mm,
like really a full production, so it's a
it
lot that
is.
into making sure that it's a lot of people on every show. It's been 6 or 7 people to every
Mm-hmm.
show that we've done, and making sure all their information is in, it's ready to go, it's in a script form, it's going out to them. They get the emails. It's been a lot of behind the scenes that people don't know. That they see all this part, but they have no idea what we have to go through
With
behind the
all
scenes.
the other bits behind the scene,
Yes.
right?
So I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you being my co-host this entire month.
You are
And
welcome.
for being yes, for being here. This is what we're talking about, the collaboration part. Like it was so much. I just couldn't do all of this by myself. The hosting part, like, she's here, we're on the phone, we got a whole thing going backstage and who's next and let's do this. A lot of things we have to change last minute. So it's been a journey. So it's been a lot of fun. So thank all of you who have been here with us this entire month and watched the panels and continue to watch. Every Tuesday night we'll be here. Coming up, we have some not panels, but they're individual guests coming up in April, and we may do a panel for May, but this month will be individual interviews. So thank
Awesome.
you,
Come
thank you.
on through. Come on through, April. Come on through.
Yes, yes. So I'm gonna take us on out of here. I want to
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
our a huge thank you to all of the panels who have been here this entire Women's History Month, just all of the ladies. And to tonight's guests, Mildred J. Mills, Marline C. Duroseau, Diana Oteghile. I know I messed that up. I'm sorry. Mikki Ealey and Charlisa Herriot. Thank you so much for sharing and being part of Courageous Woman magazine. Correct. Congratulations again to the winners of the Global Women Trailblazers Awards. Your achievements remind us all that when women stand together, success has no limits. Let's take this moment beyond tonight and continue to uplift, empower, and celebrate each other. It's so important to do that. Sometimes a simple hello, hey girl, how you doing means a whole lot. You never know what somebody is going through when you see somebody out. It's been times been me going through it. Somebody just said, "Hey girl, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Okay." People have stopped me and wanted to just pray at a time when I needed. I knew that it was God sending them. So that's what I mean about the courageous woman. She is always on point supporting other people. So congratulations to all of the women who have been here. Make sure that you grab your copy of this month's issue. It is printed. It's going to be online, but it's going to be available in print. And all these women are part of that issue. It's a really big, big issue. So make sure you support them and read about them on our website. Go support their brands. This is what this is about. It's not about me, it's about them. So thank you. Let's continue to support the women. Let's stay connected. Support us too as we support other women. Follow us, subscribe at courageouswomanmag.com and continue to keep being courageous. Keep on being courageous and catch the replays on YouTube if you miss any of the six panels. They are all on YouTube. So until next time, keep on being courageous. That is our show for tonight. I'm gonna go somewhere and lay down. I've been tired. This has been a journey, but I am so grateful, so full, and just looking at the comments, I'm just so
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been amazing. It has been amazing.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I see a lot of the ladies are asking questions. You
Hmm.
will be able to go to courageouswomanmag.com. All this information, if it's not there tonight, it'll be there tomorrow. So go to our website and just subscribe. It's a little pop-up box. Put your email address in there, and then you'll get everything we're doing. All right. All right. We are going to close it
Awesome.
out.